never forget. 오버에 토끼忘れるなあれこれそれ大切なのどれいら
This is the Heroes of the Carter Guild. Y'all know me, Falku Black, and on my Instagram I've been telling you guys I've been prepared for Frieza, so don't mind my appearance, in the time chamber. There's not no barbers up there, so I'm not looking too well right now. If y'all want to roast me, hey, I don't care. But let's get into what we want to talk about today. What I want to talk to you guys about today is the concept of what does it mean to be a Super Saiyan and how can it help you in life? No, I'm not talking about you losing your job, going to your boss and talking about, I need my job back. Your hair trying to turn yellow and shit, and then you explain to the feds why you beat your boss up talking about Falku Black told you to. It's not what I told you to do. That's on you. I'm talking about having the mindset to chase your dreams, to do whatever you want to do. Basically being down to your last, being backed into the corner and having that energy that's going to boost up and boost you to do whatever you want to do. Now, before we get into it, and I got my notes here, guys, as usual, we're going to give you a little definition. According to Dragon Ball Wiki, a Super Saiyan is an advanced transformation assumed by members or hybrids of a Saiyan race with a sufficient amount of S cells. Now, there's those that can get into the detail what S cells is, the biology behind that. A couple YouTubers talked about it, but you guys can search for that on your own. Super Saiyan first appeared in episode 95 in 1991, and the title of that episode was Transformation at Last. That was the episode in which Goku hit Frieza with the Spirit Bomb. They thought that junk worked. Frieza came back and started lifting Krillin up. This time you won't come back. Then he said, Krillin went back to Otherworld for a second trip, one-way ticket back to Otherworld and stuff. And then that's when Goku said, I won't let you get away with this. And then that's when Goku started tripping as a little kid, watching that for the first time. You're not used to that. The only thing you're used to is just Kaioken. So you're like, yo, what's going on? Goku tripping. At elementary school, going to your table, yo, did y'all see Goku? He was wilding, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when we seen Super Saiyan for the first time. And it went down the line too, after that, then Vegeta seeing future Trunks turn Super Saiyan, wonder why he gonna do it, then Vegeta do it, and then it just became, a chain reaction until, Goten and Trunks also turned Super Saiyan. But then at that point, there's a lot of theories. One theory that probably can help to support that anime is a theory of evolution, and how basically the strongest people or the strongest species pass their genes on, and that's probably why it was so easy for Goten and Trunks to turn Super Saiyan, similar to Universe 6 Saiyan and stuff. But like I said, another story for another day. If you guys want me to get some research and talk about that later, maybe I can do that. But let's stick to this. Now, the concept of Super Saiyan in the real world. How can this power be unlocked? Now, in football and any sports, it's this concept called dig deep. For example, in the summertime, you can be training in football camp or anything like that, similar to what me and a couple of my boys, my teammates, we did. And, you're down to your last breath. You know what I'm saying? You're tired. You're like, I don't want to do this, man. I just want to go home and watch some freaking anime. I can't, man. It's too hot out here and stuff. And then you remember what you're fighting for. Like, I know my 2012 high school football team, we was fighting to become state champion. We wanted to be the best team in our high school. And somebody brought up the concept. They said, remember what we fighting for. You know what I'm saying? So as tired as we thought about it. We remember what we were fighting for. We got the energy. Don't know where it came from. Like, sometimes you can't even explain where the energy comes from. You just get motivated out of nowhere. I know Eric Thomas talks about it a lot, but you just get motivated. When you think about something that you want so bad, that you've been chasing your whole life, and even when you ain't got no energy, when somebody reminds you of it, then you just boost back up again and get ready to chase what you want to chase. And that's kind of what happened in that situation right there. And that's the concept of dig deep. That also happens, in the working world too. Also, when it comes to study and stuff, if you want to study, get your master's, even your bachelor's, your doctorate and stuff, sometimes that can be a little stressful on you, but you think about what you're doing it for, family, friends, just people that's telling you that you ain't gonna be ish in this life. You start thinking about that, and for some reason you start studying a little harder, start training a little harder, training your mind right until that point that you get your master's or you get whatever you want to do in this world. And we'll continue on talking about a little more. Now, my definition of what a Super Saiyan is the ability to go beyond physical limitations through stress, pain, anxiety, motivation, etc. Similar to what I told you guys about the concept digging deep. That goes with stress, pain, anxiety, and motivation. All that pain, going through all that. Like, you got to understand, like, not everybody's going to go through that same pain you're going through. Just some people that's just chilling in the air conditioner, doing their stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but the concept, but just think about it like how Saitama in One Punch Man was just chilling in the heat and all that time. Just so he can unlock a power that he never seen before. You get what I'm saying? Now, moving on, I'll give you a little example of the Super Saiyan concepts that we've seen in the show so far, even up to Super. Now, I talked about Goku's turning Super Saiyan. Vegeta, his motivation was basically being, before even Toppo came around, or Top in the English dub, second fiddle. His problem was that Goku this low class, second class warrior, all that stuff is becoming stronger than him. And then it came a point that Vegeta said, you know what? F Trunks, F Goku, I don't care no more. And then when he just stopped caring about anything, at that point, that's when he was able to unlock his power. And then after that, we talk about Future Trunks, you know, in his timeline when the androids killed Future Gohan. Then he was like, why did he do this to you, Gohan? Look, Trunks, I love you, but I just had to do that. Then he turned Super Saiyan. And then, you know, we got Gohan. Super Saiyan 2 concept. Basically, you know, he was telling Cell, tell them to stop it, with the Cell Juniors that were just beating the brakes off everybody. Even Vegeta was getting, I'm sorry, Vegeta fans, but even though Cell Juniors was giving Vegeta to work. And then at that point, you know, Gohan just had enough of it. That's when he turned Super Saiyan 2. And then Cell got the nerve to call him a monster after he created a monster. But we'll talk about this. Let me stay on topic. Come on, I gotta stay on task. Then Goten and Trunks, we talked about that a little earlier. Now, how can you be a Super Saiyan? Like I said before, I'm just giving you a reminder. Just like WWE, do not try this at home. Do not go to get your job interview, and before your job interview start, you want the job so bad, and power it up for your job. You're gonna, I'm kicking you out with security too. Don't do that. I'm talking about just having the Super Saiyan mindset. First thing you can do is prove others wrong. You know, majority of the time in life, anything that you want to do, you're going to have people that's going to doubt you. Sometimes you're going to have friends saying, look, you're just dreaming too high. How about a little lower? Then you're going to have the haters or the dry haters that's telling you, you ain't going to be nothing. So you need to stop right now. It's up to you to determine if you're going to let that bring you down or fuel you up. How are you going to treat it? You going to treat it like gas or what? Because you need to treat it like gas, let it fuel you up to do whatever you want to do in this life. Not letting people tell you what you're going to be. That's one thing. 2, family support and friends. You know, majority of the time, and I know it comes from, most of the time I'll say the African-American community when it comes to like sports or anything like that, striving, like they're not striving just for themselves most of the time, they're also doing it for their family. Like Ray Lewis said it a lot and Patrick Willis said it a lot. You know, 2 linebackers, one for the 49ers, the other one played for the Baltimore Ravens. They said most of the time they're not doing this for themselves, they're doing this for their family. Ray Lewis wanted to give his mom a better opportunity from where she was. And that was his motivation. That made him strive to his fullest potential, be a 17-year veteran in the NFL, the best linebacker of all time, right there. So if family and friends is what fuels you to want to do what you want to do, you got to use that as motivation. Every time you go, like me, I go to the gym. Me, I go study. Me, when I used to play football. Wherever I go, I'm using my family as my motivation to be like, one day I can get us out of the circumstances and situations that we are in now. And that's what's going to build me up to get to where I want to be, using them as motivation. Also, retribution of one's death. Now, this is a little sad one, but it comes a time when somebody's chasing their dreams and stuff or doing anything, and they're doing it for somebody, just like this branches off of family and friends. And then the crossroads come and that person didn't make it to that time. And it's a little sad, but in honor of the person that you're honoring from the beginning, even in death, or if they're not here, you still got to know that they're still with you. They're still in your heart. So if you still want to chase your dreams for them, you still have to remember them and still know that they're going to be with you at all times and not lose that motivation just because they're gone. Because yes, they're gone physically, and it's hard for me to say this, that they're gone physically, but you need to understand that they're still there for you. I believe they're still there for you. They're still watching above. I'm not talking about no other world. I'm talking about spiritually. They're still here watching. And you got to understand that your motivation shouldn't diminish. You still should continue to strive for your goals, knowing that I'm doing this in honor of a person that I love that's not on this earth anymore, but still watching me and still believes in me. So that's another way you can do, have a Super Saiyan mindset to still chase your dreams no matter what. And the last one I'm going to say, hey, go even further beyond. You know what I'm saying? Like, the main thing, do not let people tell you you ain't going to be nothing. Because the same people that's going to tell you you ain't going to be nothing ain't doing it. So don't let them tell you what you're going to be in this life. That's probably the most important one to achieving your goals. And don't let them dictate how you're going to be either. So that's basically all the notes I got for today. You know, we'll have a little reaction episode. Probably do it with Joel. Probably do it with Ronnie. Probably do it with Big Mouth. We'll talk about all this stuff, you know, get their little input too. But I just wanted to let you guys know that even people that don't even watch, at the end of the day, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the Super Saiyan, you do know what motivation is. Motivation is the concept of, if I want something, I'm going to get it. I'm not going to procrastinate towards it. I'm going to go get it. Go get it right now. And that's all we got for today. You know, guys, like I always say, not giving up is our magic powers, like it should be your magic powers. So I'll see you next time.
Never 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 forget 覚えとけ忘れるなあれこれそれ大切なのどれいらないもの捨てちゃおういるものだけありゃ幸せなのかもしれないだろうありがとう